So the GFS, it likes this idea of just riding the coast, going towards Houston. So being a low end tropical storm. Now, what does the Euro model have for us? And it's actually interesting. I want to see what this model run has for us in the latest. Do we have the 16Z? I mean, not 16Z, the 18Z of the Euro. We do not. We have the 12Z run of the Euro. And you could see here we have a millibar, a few of a millibar low here, and it moves in and then goes into areas of Mississippi, Alabama, disintegrates there, and brings a lot of rainfall. And by the rainfall, that's what we're going to get into next with the Storm Prediction Center. It's showing us for our outlook as well as the Weather Prediction Center, the risk of flash flooding that will be happening across areas of the coast. I know I've been talking about these things in the latest days, and you know this is just something that we are looking at here. So we also have the icon model. Let's look at what the icon model is. This is the 12Z of this run, getting into New Orleans, disintegrating, and then just going away. We're comparing model runs in this situation just to see. The icon just takes it in there to New Orleans and just it disintegrates that storm. Now, let's look at the Weather Prediction Center, which is going to outline how much rainfall we're going to get in the next few days. Today, rainfall across the coast areas of eastern North Carolina. I'll get to everybody else around the country, but I'm just going to focus on the tropics for now. New Orleans to Tampa Bay, you're having this flood risk. As we get into tomorrow, we grow into the New Orleans area. New Orleans, we get stronger on Wednesday. Into day 4, we start spreading across areas to Houston at that point until Wednesday, not Wednesday, into Friday, into Houston as well. And that'll probably be the end of that tropical weather activity, so to speak. Now, we're going to have a lot of rain, no doubt about it. Now, as far as the Storm Prediction Center, because this storm, just realistically, I'm going to be honest, the severe weather is not going to be that intense with this storm. As of right now, it's just looking like this is going to be a rainmaker. Really, if anybody was south of the storm, which it's in the Gulf right now, so nobody's living in that area, if that were land, this would be a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity that's going on. And that's what's going on. The storms are being pushed southward, southwest direction into those areas. So, as far as our severe weather for everyone else around the country, areas of eastern North Carolina and the Midwest, you've got to watch how this is going to be today. We still have a tornado outlook. The tornado outlook, look at that in the yellow with the dashed lines, the wind threat in the red with the dashed lines. That's something we got to watch out for there. The hail threat in the yellow with the dashed lines as well. So it's going to be an active day today. Tomorrow, areas of New York and southwest of New York, you're going to be dealing with it into Wednesday, into eastern North Carolina, into areas of Virginia. We have a slight risk, probabilistic, going to be relatively those same severe areas. As we get into day 4, we start to get low prediction. That's going to be into our Thursday. So we have to watch out for that. So let's look into. Alrighty, let's look at the mesoscale discussion. It's going to be severe potential as we get into those areas around Wisconsin and Michigan. Going to be those areas as you get down here west of Chicago into Davenport. Tornado watch, concerning tornado watch. So that's going to be something you want to watch out for. And then a tornado watch 501, EF3, 145 miles per hour possible. Same thing down here. These areas, you see the cities on your map. These areas of Iowa need to watch out. And it's actually two. Did that just pop up as I was doing that? Did that just, okay. I think that might have just popped up. Tornado watch EF1 possible in that area, and then the EF3 possible. So that's something we got to watch out for in these areas along Iowa into Illinois, into areas of Wisconsin, into Michigan as well, the UP area. So that's something we got to watch out for. It's very active. A lot of severe weather is going on out there in the weather community. Now, we're going to get into the part where I talk about, rather, do we have the potential of a hurricane? Chances more than likely have decreased over the few hours, especially over the last few hours where this storm was expected to sort of, and this is the HRRR, it's the 12Z, the 12Z. See how I thought it was going to weaken there, and it's not necessarily saying that in the latest run. A lot can change. I'll actually use the cone from the National Weather Service here, from the National Hurricane Center rather. Here's your cone. What would have to happen here? And we have things that are happening here: dry air, wind shear, lots of factors. The quicker it makes landfall, the weaker of an impact it will make. If it does not make landfall in Louisiana, this storm will probably get stronger and enter the Texas area. Now, the chances of it entering, I don't want you to panic here in Texas, but you do need to be on alert. If you're in these areas of Texas along this area, just be on lookout. The possibility of a hurricane is possible, maybe a Cat 1. That's what we're going to look at right now. We're just going to look at the possibility of getting a hurricane in general. Let's just say that. So, if it makes landfall here, we're done. And then you have this outlook from the National Hurricane Center, which is the center. Remember, the cone is where the center of the storm is going to go. It's not the entire storm, not the outer bands. We can see that with Georgia right now, getting some of those outer bands into areas of Alabama now as well. If it makes landfall here in areas of Louisiana, it weakens, probably goes into land a little bit more, probably dies out. Even if it touches Louisiana and then goes back out, it'll probably turn into it may be a tropical depression, still a tropical storm because it's made contact with that land for a good amount of time. So even it really depends on the factors. How long will it stay on land? And are we going to be able to get that energy that's to this area? So that's the good news about it. We're not seeing an impactful storm. Many possibilities are still on the table. If it takes the southward route in the southwest direction, then we've got another story. But I'm going to keep you posted here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you out there in the weather community. Here to keep giving you updates. Make sure you share this with a person you may know. Stay safe out there. And once again, I'll see you out there in the weather community.